What sold? Day 142. The first sale of the day is this Rain Spooner LA Dodgers Hawaiian shirt in a men's 2XL. This had a lot of good things going for it. Almost all of the LA Dodgers Rain Spooners sell well. Not all MLB Rain Spooners sell well. An example is the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Theirs sell very poorly, but the Dodgers ones are always great sellers, and any Rain Spooner in 2XL is usually a pretty good seller. So that combo made this a fast sell in 10 days for full price, $50 plus shipping. Sale number 2, another one of my favorite things to sell are these Pendleton flannel shirts. This one was in a men's medium. Let me show you guys the tag on this one because it was a little bit different than normal. Right there below it, it said something about Thomas K. I'm not exactly sure if this is a collaboration or who Thomas K is, but I just included it in the title. Either way, I don't think it added a lot of value, but this still sold well. It took 1 month to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $40 plus shipping. Sale number 3 is this North Face jacket in a women's medium. This is just a soft fleece full zip. I think it did have a small flaw in it, but it still sold in 5 days for full price, $20 plus shipping. I feel like I've said it in every video recently, but these North Face basic jackets have continued to amaze me by how quick they're selling. Obviously, we're in the middle of winter, so this is the best time to be selling them. But these are very basic, easy to find. The key to these is just finding them for the right price. I suggest finding them for like $5 to $7. That way you can move them quickly at a low price of around $20 and still make $10 profit. Sale number 4 is this Duluth trading shirt in a men's size large tall. This one sold in 4 months for a best offer of $14 plus shipping. I haven't been picking up very much Duluth Trading Co. stuff anymore. It needs to be something more substantial, maybe a piece of outerwear. Duluth Trading is an okay brand, but you'd have to be picking up for a very low price to make it worth it, especially on a shirt like this. Sale number 5, this is something I've recently started picking up more of. This is a pair of Nike Pro joggers in a men's XL. Not necessarily this specific item, but just the men's Nike joggers or sweatpants. I've been looking more into the style codes, and as long as you look them up, a lot of the newer ones, if they have a newer tag, then they're going to sell super well. These ones did have a flaw in them, so it did take away some of the value. These ones sold in 9 days for a best offer of $15 plus shipping, but items like this are pretty easy to find, and there's definitely a lot of these that sell for $30, even $40. So just look them up by the style code. If you don't know, I'll give you guys a quick example right here. There's the style code right there below the size. I think this one says CJ2218-084. So if you put Nike and then that style code into eBay, then you'll be able to find exact comps. If you're not finding a lot of comps, just drop the dash. That's just the color code. So everything after the dash, you can just drop all that, and then you'll get all of that same style, but just all of the colors of it. So that's how I usually look up the comps. Sale number 6 is this Simms Fishing Lightweight Hoodie in a men's XL. Did have a couple light spots on the front of it, but Simms Fishing stuff usually sells pretty well. This one even had a specific not embroidery, but a specific print on it for something in Colorado. It still sold quickly. It took 4 days to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $20 plus shipping. I would expect as spring comes along, this might even be a better seller, maybe $25 to $30. Sale number 7, something I've been selling quite a bit of recently, are these Trader Joe's employee shirts. This one did have a few spots on the front of it, but it still sold in 4 days for full price, $15 plus shipping. Usually $15 is around the minimum you can get for these unless they're really in poor condition. And you can get up to $20 for them if you're trying to move them quickly. Somewhere in that range is where you want to be. Sale number 8 is this Wrangler Pearl Snap shirt in a men's size 16. I think that's like a size medium, or yeah, probably like a size medium. This took 9 months to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $8 plus shipping. I wouldn't suggest picking up any of these Wrangler Pearl Snaps that are like the thin polyester ones. You really want to find the thick cotton ones. Those are like the brush popper style, or just any of the thicker ones are usually going to do better. Also, any denim ones are going to do better. And if you are going to pick up a lightweight one, I would guess that a chambray one, which looks like denim but it's lightweight, would still do decently as well. Sale number 9, one of my favorite things to sell this winter has been these Patagonia Better sweaters. This one's also in an amazing size, a men's XL. The only thing that would make this one even better if it was a full zip instead of just a quarter zip, but it's still sold in 2 months for a best offer of $45 plus shipping. I think if you can get a men's one that's a full zip and a 2XL, you can get as much as $60 for these. But any size, whether it's men's, women's, even kids, these sell amazing. Sale number 10 is this rain spooner Hawaiian shirt in a men's 2XL. This one sold in 10 days for a best offer of $30 plus shipping. So something you want to be looking out for. I have sold a little backstory. I've sold a ton of rain spooner shirts. I think last year alone I sold almost 550 rain spooner shirts. So I would say I'm as close to an expert as you can get. And what you want with these rain spooners is out of the ordinary colors. So the print on this is nothing special. This is just a floral print that kind of wraps around it. Nothing out of the ordinary. But this colorway is something that you don't see that often with this red and yellow colorway, which is definitely what made it sell quickly and for a good amount of money. But you wouldn't know that unless you've seen tons and tons of rain spooners to know that this is not the normal colorway. So it's just going to take some time, some trial and error, and if not, you can just sell them for a bit less and sell them quickly. So if you didn't know that this was a good colorway, instead of pricing it at $35, you could have just priced it at $25 and it probably would have sold super quickly also. And as long as you're picking it up for $10 or less, that's still going to be a great profit. Sale number 11 is this North Face jacket. This is a youth size medium, and it sold in 5 days for a best offer of $12 plus shipping. The North Face youth jackets are, as you would expect, sell for a little bit less than the adult ones, but the fact that it's still selling so quickly, I am still happy with this sale. Sale number 12 is another Pendleton flannel shirt in a men's medium. This was a vintage wool one, and it also had the pearl snaps, which usually add some value. But since it was only in the size medium, I went ahead and took an offer of $30, and I had it listed for just 3 days. Sale number 13, these Dixon flannel sales have definitely slowed down after I sourced so many of them. They've been trickling through, and now I sell one every couple days or so. But a lot of the ones that are left are the higher dollar ones, the more rare ones. So some of these sales are still really, really good sales. And this one, I think this one actually got returned because it didn't fit. And I relisted it. It's been relisted for 16 days. It sold for full price, $50 plus shipping. This was a 2XL tall size. And this one's called the Chaplain. I'll show you guys the tag here. I consider any of the Dixon flannels that sell for over $40 a more valuable one. I would most of the normal ones sell in the $35 to $40 range. Sale number 14 and the final sale today was this LL Bean sweater vest in a men's XL. This was a newer one. Let me show you guys the tag. It had a printed tag on here. It also has the style number, which helps a lot for looking them up. But this does have the more retro style, the older logo style. So I did put retro logo in the title. I thought that might add some value for someone that is looking for that style. And this one sold quickly. It sold same day for best offer of $25 plus shipping, and just another great sale. These are all super fast selling items. I think there was only one item that sat for more than 3 or 4 months. So I'm pretty happy with today's sales. These are the kind of sales that I want. I want quick selling items. I don't necessarily need to make the craziest margins on it. I do want to make around $10 profit per item, but I want them to sell very quickly. And I think everyone should focus on sell-through rate, especially in the beginning as you're growing your store. You need to be selling your items quickly, turning over your money, and making that profit quickly that can be reinvested. That's it for the sales today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for day 143 of the West Sold series. Peace.